So, Broly, I mean, y'all thought those, y'all knew those was coming, right? We have to put them on. We have to put them on the trailer. We have to talk about them. So, Broly, I think there's an issue with Broly, right? And that's just him out of slot one. If he's not duped up, he's kind of awful. Like, you can make it work on Omega's team. You really can, right? So I struggle to say he's not a great option for people anymore right now, right? And while our week of him, I mean, obviously I could have more videos, but while our showing of him wasn't the best throughout the entire week, I think it's still worth stating that he is definitely usable, right? I just think, like, the difference between this and this, right? I'll move my head a little bit more, right? This amount of defense, that extra 5,000 defense is a bit much, and he kind of needs it right now, especially with fights hitting harder and harder and harder. He just ends up not being able to live. Like, you can, I think, reasonably make him work, especially against Bio Broly, is where I think you're gonna have the most success with him at this point in the game, right? So I struggle not to put him in still a great option, but I think he's more like, this is where I think it's weird, right? Because it's not that, like, these units down here are worse than these units. I mean, a lot of them are, right? But it's the fact that a lot of these characters, they have to be used in very specific scenarios to be, like, effective, and these ones you can kind of just toss on a team, and as long as they're not getting, like, countered by something, like, obviously, like, Gotenks is even better now with Cell Max in the game, right? And this unit is, like, really good if you can dodge and you're in, like, a short fight, right? The thing with with Broly is that he is kind of terrible if the fight goes on too long and he can't be put into slot one. So I this is a problem, right? These units you can just kind of toss in there, and as long as they're not, again, dodge canceling, melee super, they're gonna be great. Broly, though, not the case. I think he's more niche than them because he specifically needs to be kind of carried, right? Once he transforms, he does not tank very well. I think it's a genuine issue for him. I don't even, well, actually, with that being said, I'll probably have to put Goku down here nowadays, but, like, it's like these three are the only ones I can see still being, like, kind of able to just be tossed on the team and work effectively. These ones, they specifically need you to have conditions to fulfill, right? Not necessarily conditions in their kit, but conditions in the fight, right? If they match up well against the fight, they're good. Otherwise, you can do not even think about bringing them there. It's not going to work, right? These three, though, especially now, right? Pretty much all fights, a good vast majority of the fights, especially now with the increased power of the Bond Master Disciple team, and then Gotenks now with the Cell Max fight, right? All three of these guys, toss them on there, they're gonna be great. These guys, though, it's a bit harder, right? Let's go ahead and spin our wheel, see what our last unit's gonna be. I wonder. Oh my god, the Gammas! Who would have thought? Gamma 1 and 2, yeah. So let's talk about the Gammas real quick. I think with the introduction of the new EZA Gammas plus the Dokkan Gammas, you can, like, kind of get away with this unit, especially once you can get into Gamma 1, because he starts, right, if you can get all his int key, right, 50% damage reduction here, 15 here, right, 75%, or 65%. If you hit this, right, which you're gonna have for the majority of the time, that bumps you up to 80%. And then Gamma 2, AGL Gamma 2, right? He's giving him another 10%. Where is it? Oh, that's the pre-EZA. Here, right? Another 10%. 90% damage reduction. If Gamma 1 is on rotation, he's also going to give him a little bit of dodge because Gamma 2 is in the name, right? Technically, right? Yeah. His name includes Gamma 2. So that, actually, it wouldn't include this form. It would include these forms. How about these forms until Gamma 2 goes away, right? Because they do kind of need to dodge. They're not really going to live anything. So it would help out these forms a little bit so you can get them out of the way. And then go immediately into just solo Gamma 1. And then he's going to be able to, like, tank reasonably well as long as he's next to Gamma 2. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll see you guys in game. All right. So we're in a game. We're in a fight. In a game. Anyway, we're in a fight now. Now we are gonna be able to make use out of a good portion of the game as passive. Now, again, the issue is I think I have to do this, right? So that way, because I want to keep them on rotation. And I actually want to get them out into solo Gamma 2 or Gamma 1. Right, so we do have to use them. I love their battle motion too. I love how it has like very unique sound effects. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. Alright, we're gonna give them extra damage reduction. We're also giving them extra dodge chance. If they hit all their super attacks, which they will because we got the end keep, right, they are going to get 30% damage reduction. So it's going to get bumped up to 40, which isn't like a crazy amount, but we're not at a point in a fight in this specific baby fight yet where they're going to be really like he's not hitting that hard, and we're attack debuffing him, so like likelihood like baby kills them is not crazy high. Like baby does okay damage. He doesn't do that much. How much does baby actually do? Let me just check. 2.3 with a 50%. Yeah, it's not gonna be that much. And we're lowering his offense by having an artificial life form category ally. 13 million off the rip. That's not bad. I do have them with a full dodge build, I'm pretty sure. And actually, it might be additional. I'll have to check. But also, Gamma 1 is going to be giving them support as well as dodge chance. Right, so they are getting a lot of additional stats from being sandwiched in between both Gammas. Right, they got all their super attacks off. Remember that their super attacks also give them a bunch of attack and defense every single time they do it. So they should be looking pretty good. Oh, I would have loved hidden potential system super instead of a normal. All right. Any dodges? No. Oh, baby didn't even attack. Okay. They didn't even attempt the super attack. Baby is all Ki Blast though, so like we have like AGL Gamma 1 is gonna be perfectly fine the entire time. Like if there's just like one hit, I'm not even like remotely stressed about AGL or Gamma 2. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be completely fine. And then yeah, I mean AGL Gamma 1 too, I guess it's hard because they're the same damn types. So I kind of forget which one I'm talking about half the time. So I misspeak like a monkey. Right, I'm also going to just leave these guys as a rotation together. They'll be fine completely. I'm not really all that worried about them. Like, they'll be good. Like, the Gohans, they're good. The Gohans are real good. It is kind of weird to have STR Gamma 1 floating around, though. STR Gamma 1 is a very reliable slot 1 unit once he's fully built up, especially if we have AGL Gamma 2 next to him. But, like, even if he's floating, he's still going to have a 70% damage reduction. Like, he's fine. He doesn't really gain much of anything from being in slot 1, right? Does he gain anything at all? I don't think so. Yeah, no, he doesn't. So, yeah, he'll be fine. He's kind of floating around. Us getting hit by the super attack on AGL Gohan is also very good for additional support. I'm pretty sure that also bumped physical Gohan up to 20 Ki. Actually, no, he's doing this super attack, so we have 20 Ki anyway. It doesn't matter. No triple? Aw, tragic. But yeah, they'll be a great pair to like just casually have them on the other rotation, right? Not even really worry too much about it. So it is what it is. I'm chilling. I think like we're gonna have like a very casual run through this. I keep saying that. Let me try to mix up my vocabulary. I don't think it's gonna be that hard to make the Int Gamma 1 look good. Right? Int Gamma 1, obviously he's almost 2 years old. Actually, is he almost? Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh my god. Alright. Let's play this, that way we can have their standby out. Yeah, that's that one. Alright, so let's play this real quick. Alright. So now Gamma 2 is getting ready to go end his life. which, unfortunate. Tragic. But it's okay. He's fine. He'll be okay. He'll be alright. Because we are giving them the extra damage reduction. They... What do they get from Int Key in this phase? Nothing. They just have baseline 50% damage reduction. They just get additional supers. So they're at 60% damage reduction currently. With type advantage, they should be fine. Right? You could potentially say, okay, what about next phase where it's like a physical enemy? I think it's like a little spooky, but like we're gonna be able to be at 90% damage reduction the entire time. I doubt they would die. I'm sure they would just live. Pretty much through everything. Like, the amount of damage that you have to be doing to kill through 90% damage reduction, like, post-super attack on a unit like this is, like, a bit much. It's a bit much. Just a little bit. A little bit. Dude, weird. Doing tons of damage. They're also giving a massive amount of support defensively to the rotation. And once we get Gamma 1 by himself, right, he's going to be given that 2 turns of superclass ally defense, right? That's going to be, like, big for some of these other Gammas that may have, like, lower stats, right? So that'll help. Like, you can, like, almost completely run a full Gamma team, which I think is really cool. We need, like, one more Gamma character. Preferably, like, a tag Gamma 1 and 2. Right, that like you can switch between both Gammas. Maybe like kind of similar to this one, basically like a redo of the Core Breaker, right? Where Gamma 1 has an active skill, maybe, or something like that, and then Gamma 2 will have like just the Core Breaker or something. I guess that's kind of would make it kind of difficult to have them, you know, be like a tag of Gamma 1. If he's dead. Let's just have AGL Gamma 1 eat this, so that way we can... What, is it 2 turn? Let me just double check. Is support, is it 2 turn? Ooh, I don't think so. No, it is. Yeah, it is 2 turns. Let's just get this extra support in here. Alright, that's pretty much all we're doing it for. Because he's not going to take damage from it. Alright, he has 60% damage reduction. No, 70. Yeah, 70% damage reduction against this. And we got a very large amount of stacks that go on. So this is going to give us just a ton of extra defense. And offense, I guess. For our next turn, so... It should be quite good. 51 from physical go on. I do like that he is... significantly easier to run now. Like, that makes me really happy that like we don't really have many stresses when it comes to physical ultimate go on, but because before, right, he would just kind of shit himself if he didn't super, right? And so you kind of like had to build him full additional. Like, even if you wanted to protect him with dodge, it didn't matter, because if he didn't do any additionals, he would just not build up at all and then just die. To like normals, he wouldn't even be able to live anything. So it's like him now just comfortably being able to do his super attacks guaranteed and then just move on is like great. We're having a great time with that. Not a worry in the world. Alright, so let's drop the Core Breaker. It's not going to do a crazy amount of damage, but it's going to do enough. Enough for me. They also changed AGL Key Spheres to Int, so we're going to be able to get their full damage reduction here. We have the animation still on? No, we don't. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this. No crit, but it's okay. So now you have solo Gamma 1 out. Defense not looking too crazy right now. Here's the build for him. Again, mainly dodge, some additional, a little crit. And it's mainly just as unique equips. And then we can go ahead and grab all these key spheres, and now boom. He has 90% damage reduction. Pretty much unconditionally. And he's getting a bunch of extra stats. He's giving us really good support. He's going to be able to giving us 2-turn support on his super attack effect. Right, he is going to be doing quite a bit for us. Right, 25 is not too bad for a 2-year-old unit. Right, like that's solid. And we can make it even stronger once we get like some of these actives out. Like next time we have an STR Gamma 2 on rotation with him, I'm just gonna pop Piccolo's active to just see what we can get his stats to look like. And then we can also pop AGL Gamma 1's active, and that'll give him the extra support roll as well. The active skill 10% for 3 turns. Like that'll help. It's not gonna be like a crazy amount, but it's gonna definitely make a good chunk of a difference. Might even push him over like a million on third turn, which I mean, for again a 2-year-old unit with 90% damage reduction, no guard, but over a million defense, 90% damage reduction. You're gonna live. You might take a lot of damage, but you'll live. That's the good part. So, I mean, we'll gladly take it. And then obviously, if we had to deal with like an AOE super attack or something like that, the extra defense that he would be giving us would help out like the other gammas that need to attack first or have to dodge or that kind of thing. It would help them out a lot. So it's like we can get some like reasonable use out of Int Gamma 2 or Int Gamma 1. So I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Let's just pop this now. Oh, I guess we can play this. Why not? It's a gamma attack. We might as well. Right, we might as well see that. We don't have to watch any of the other ones, though. I just forgot to turn it off. Alright. Hopefully baby super attacks. That way we can get 2-turn support again. Remember that the STR Gamma 2 here is also going to be giving him support. Alright. Because they give support when they float off. No super? Okay. Maybe he's just going to let us kill him, I guess. Well, Gamma 1's not really doing a crazy amount of damage, so maybe he'll live. Yeah. Super? There we go. That's what we wanted. Extra little 2-turn support as well. So we're going to have the active skill, multiple turn support. We're going to have the super attack, 2-turn support. We're going to have Gamma 2's 2-turn support from being in slot 3. It's going to be kind of a lot. Physical Ultimate Gohan doesn't do any kind of support at all, does he? I don't think so. Yeah, no. He's just there. And pretty strong. He's just chilling. Alright. Big baby. Yeah, look at that. Start at turn defense 1.1 million. Okay. Or 100,000. No, it is one. Yeah, it's 1.1 million. Yeah. So we're gonna grab all these key spheres. Again, that's more than enough to give us the damage reduction that we need. 90% damage reduction. I see no way. No way he gets clapped by baby. None. Hopefully baby super attacks him, that way we can see it. Oh, here we go. Baby does super attack in all spaces. So this is like kind of like the best place we could show this off like immediately. Oh yeah, okay, double digits. 2 years old, by the way. 2 years old. 2 years old. 2024. Easy A's next year. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Again, damage is not crazy, but I don't need him to do damage. I need him to have 90% damage reduction and give us 2-turn defensive support. That's what I want. And it's helpful, so. He's kind of cooking. He really is. Like he's doing a lot. He's doing good. He's doing good work. It's like I can't ask for more from this dude. He had a 30 million attack stat, 90% damage reduction, given all this support, extra stats to the entire team. Like it's just one of those things where it's like this unit never really had like a home to like do really well in until like all the units that he was good with already aged out, right? Like, because you could say like, oh, he was good on the superhero team. It's like he was like fine, but like I would rather just use AGLUI and Evolution Blue Vegeta, like all those other characters that came on around him that were just like better pieces for the superhero team, where they didn't feel like they really had a place, because like slot 1 you really kind of wanted Beast Go on there, and then in slot 2 you still had to kind of like find a way to get him to the int key, and it's just like it didn't really work. And then Beast Gohan didn't really need the defense. Like, he was going to be tanking everything anyway. It made Beast Gohan, like, invincible, but, like, he was already there. So it's like, you just didn't need it. You just didn't need them. Because they were kind of a fish turn 1. They didn't really do much. You kind of had to dodge everything. It's just, it didn't work out. But nowadays, like, we have all these Gammas giving all this extra support to all these different, like, things. And it's like, okay, well, this is, like, legit. Like, we can like really make this work. So it's like it's just a different era, I guess, is the best way for me to go about it. It just works so much better now than it did before, and I like that a lot for them, because I think they're still one of the coolest units that they've given us, especially for like an anniversary LR, right? Like, I just think it's very enjoyable. Do you link better with Piccolo or with Gamma 2? Okay, with Gamma 2. We're dropping the Beast Gohan thing. It's gonna do a good amount of damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, yeah, we're gonna leave it like... Yeah, this is fine. We can give... I think give Gohan the physical key at the end. Yeah, it'll work out just fine. So I'm not worried at all right now. Like, this is gonna give us more support. We have the extra defense for the entire rotation from Gamma 1 last turn, right? We have Piccolo's active up. That's gonna give us an insane amount of stats. Like, we are chilling right now. It is nice. It's a nice feeling to run a lot of these characters, like these older superhero units, and have them be like crazy again. Right, both the TOR Gammas are amazing. You have Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan, who, I'm gonna be so honest, if you were around on my channel when they dropped, you would know how annoying it was for me to even get Beast Gohan. I guess least Gohan is what I would say all the time. And how rough of a situation it was for me when I did those summons way back then. That was almost 3. Yeah, that was so long ago now. And it's just like, to have them be so much better than how they were, it really does make me happy. They're over 3 years old, man. They are old. Oh, we didn't hit the counter. Oh, it didn't matter. Ah, who cares? Alright, let's give them Piccolo. Alright, give them a bit of a Piccolo juicing. Alright. Let's see what kind of stats we're looking like now. I'm gonna assume very good. Yeah, okay. They're invincible. They're invincible in this fight. They can't take damage. They're just not going to. Yeah. Go ahead, baby. Do your guaranteed super attack. Double digits again? I'm gonna assume? Yeah. Yeah, 37 million. That's, again, 2-year-old unit. 2 years old. While supporting. With 90% damage reduction. It's like, can you really hate on that? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I think we just have to enjoy the fact that this is a thing that could work. It could. Like, I think they're legitimately really back. Now, again, in reference to our little tier list, are they still a great option? Probably not. I would imagine in the majority of the fights, they're just gonna get cooked. Maybe on like the Android team with like 16. Like if you had like this exact rotation, right, and then you also had the STR Gamma 2, and then you had like 16 on the other rotation, giving his massive defense. Maybe, like I think you could potentially get away with that. Because 16 gives how much? If you had his unit super attack, it's 50% defense for 2 turns, which is great. He's giving the 16% from his intro. Then he would give another... No, that's all he used. So the 16% of his intro that he would give the entire team. So you'd have 2 of those. And then 50% from him on the second turn. Maybe even 2 of those if you had 2 on rotation. I mean, hey, there you go. I think it's fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.